This local sports report is brought to you by Peter Izzio from Izzio Financial Solutions, helping you ensure financial stability for your family or business. Call Peter today for expert advice from an experienced advisor. Call now to book an appointment at 519 576 5410.
Tyler, how are you keeping a positive mindset right now? I know it's difficult for everybody, including yourself, but I think one of the most important things is looking ahead and being ready for when hockey returns. How is your mindset and how are you trying to stay positive?
Yeah, for sure. It's tough right now, but keeping a positive mindset's a big thing. Just staying in shape, eating healthy, going to sleep on time. Just keeping up with those good habits for when hockey's ready, so I can be the best of my abilities.
What do you miss the most about the rink? And I know for me, it's just that energy, 15 minutes before the game. I'm sure for you, it's kind of being around the guys. When you talk to your teammates, and I know you guys communicate in different group chats and stuff, what's the chatter like right now? And what's the buzz? Hopefully we get back soon, but, everybody's just kind of waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, for sure. When the boys talk, we're just like saying like how much we miss being around the rink with each other, and just the good vibes we bring off of each other, like our work ethic and all that. And yeah, like you said, 15 minutes before the game, that just eager to get out on the ice with all the fans in the stands, like that's what we miss.
Let's hope we can get back there soon and have fans in the stands. Obviously, you're coming off a terrific season with the Waterloo Wolves U16 program under head coach Sean Dietrich. You're a gritty forward, and you can score that big goal at the right time. Physicality, obviously something that comes to mind right away when I think about your game. What do you view as your strengths, Tyler, on the ice?
Yeah, like you said, I can basically play wherever a coach needs me to play. I can lay body when I need to. I can score if I need to. But I definitely think the biggest thing for me is my speed. I like to use my speed a lot. Yeah, so those are the biggest things I bring to the table.
Work ethic is also something that comes to mind right away. And I know before the holidays, you and I had the opportunity to catch up at True Grit, which is a gym in Cambridge, which is owned by Peter Skropoulos. I want you to listen to this clip. I had an opportunity to talk to Peter about you and your game and what you bring. And here's what Peter had to say.
His work ethic, again, is amazing. He's always here. I'm always a firm believer in, show up early and not late. And Tyler will be here 15, 20 minutes early, regardless, sometimes even more. And he'll come in and he'll do his warm up and he'll be ready to go. And it's just, yeah, he's, again, a great kid and does everything I ask him to do and then some.
Obviously, some very nice words there for you, Tyler, from Peter Skropoulos, the owner at True Grit. What can you say about his facility? You've been with him now for 3 or 4 years in terms of the off-ice development that you get from True Grit.
Honestly, it's next to none. He's a great guy too. Very friendly, very welcoming. But when it's time to work, it's time to work, and he pushes you to the limits. Like, he's a fun guy. Joke around with him all the time. I love Peter. He's been my trainer forever. But he pushes me to the max, and it shows. It shows with all of his athletes.
Where have you seen improvements in terms of your off-ice stuff?
Definitely my strength for sure, my speed, my agility, cardio, all those places.
On ice, in terms of your development, aside from the Waterloo Wolves and Waterloo Minor Hockey, I know you've spent a lot of time with Tyler Ertl and Holistic Hockey. He does a wonderful job with athletes from, all across the region, and he's got a really solid program helping you guys get better. You've been with Tyler, I believe, for about a year to a year and a half. What do you like most about his program, and what can you say about Tyler, the person? Fun-loving guy like Peter, but when it's time to get down to business, Tyler also pushes you pretty hard, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And that's what you need in your life. You need guys that'll push you but are fun to joke around with. Tyler's a great guy. Love being around him. I love going to his skates. They're hard. They push you, but they're like game-like situations. So when you're in that situation in a game, it's just repetitive. You just know what to do exactly.
You know what I appreciate about you is your passion for the game and your investment in the game, whether it be off ice, whether it be on ice, and being a good teammate with the Waterloo Wolves. Obviously, I got to know you pretty well last year playing for the U16 Wolves. What is it about yourself that you would like other people to know? And maybe what are some of your future goals in the game? I know you're working hard. You don't put in all this time like you do for nothing. There's a reason behind it. Where do you potentially see yourself in the future, Tyler?
Honestly, I'd be happy to play anywhere. Obviously, junior's an option for me. I'd love to play there. I'd love to go NCAA. Basically, whatever time brings over time, I'll go and I'll be happy anywhere.
Best memories, best experiences from that U16 season. Obviously, a couple of things stand out to me. That Game 5 victory over London and that huge third period that you guys had. That was a scoreless game after 2 periods, and coming out for the third, you never knew what was going to happen. That was in the first round. Big win in Game 5 over London. Another one that comes to mind is that OHL Cup qualifier series victory in Game 3 over the Huron-Perth Lakers. Both of those were at Rim Park last spring, which seems like a lifetime ago now, but that's beside the point. For you, what do you think about when you think about memories of U16?
Obviously, those are pretty big ones. London, having all those fans in the stands, it was awesome. The support from Waterloo was awesome, and then same with Huron-Perth, playing them for the qualifier. But honestly, the best memories I had were in the room with the boys, joking around with Dietz and all the coaching staff. Like, they were awesome. They treated us like we were NHL players. The program's next to none, and it's awesome.
I think what's cool too is there's a lot of carryover into this coming season, whether that's condensed or whatever that's going to look like. I don't want to get into that, obviously, but you've got a lot of guys. You got Colin McKenzie, you got Lucas Young, you got Lucas Carson, Hunter Nagy, Hustle and Heart Hunter Nagy, Liam Waddell. Obviously, those are all players that you've played with in the past, and you're going to have the opportunity to play again with in this U18 season. What's the chemistry like for whatever the season's going to look like this year, and what do you just like most about this group of guys and this team?
Like I said, they're fun. They're fun to be around. That's why I love going to the rink every day. I look forward to it. They're just awesome guys, good people to talk to. Same with our coaching staff and even the new guys that came along. We're just already so close in the short period of time we've had together with all the lockdowns and stuff, but we're just so close. Like, we're ready to get on the ice whenever it comes.
And it's great to see when guys move to the next level. And one of those players, Andy Reese, Captain Clutch, obviously scored some big goals last season. He signed with the Cambridge Redhawks. I know you're buddies with Andy. How happy are you for him just to see, a good kid and a quality player ultimately end up in the GOJHL?
Well, honestly, Andy Reese is one of the hardest workers I've ever seen, to be honest. But all the guys that moved on to junior, I'm very happy for them. So grateful that they were on my team and got to learn off them, especially Andy being the captain and the vet he is. Just to learn off him, learn the ropes, it's just awesome.
Yeah, and a couple of those players you're talking about, Liam Evely, Cedric Sinoki Tundu, moving on to junior. Nobody's playing right now, but, they are signed to play in different places. Last one for you, just when you think about what might lie ahead, what excites you the most about the upcoming season? Travis Crickard being a new head coach. I know you guys have adapted to his schemes and his systems really well. What excites you the most, and what do you like about Travis?
Honestly, what excites me the most is just looking forward to get back on the ice. It pushes me all the time, but like I said, the boys, Travis, and what I have to say about Travis, he's an awesome guy. He's fun to talk to. He knows his stuff. Like, he's a very, very good coach. He's very smart, knows a lot to do with hockey. So it's awesome to have him.
Keep that positive mindset, Tyler. I'm hoping, you're hoping, I think everybody's hoping that we get back to hockey soon. I really appreciate the time. Great job with the interview, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.